Pensioner Prepper here. More political today. As you know, Europe has been hit by a big storm, and as I am now, my mains power, my grid power has been out for the past 4 days. The snow's been that heavy, its branches have been falling down all over the place and pulling down power lines and things like that. So half of my village has got power, but this half has not. It's 4 days out. But it does make you appreciate the power grid. And then when you look at this net zero thing, I must admit it's crazy. I know it's got a good ambition, but you still need mains power, and you need it to be constant. You need it there available. I have solar, all right, but I can't power my internal plug sockets because they draw a lot of power, like electric kettles and toasters and things like that. It's not adequate to do that. My internal fridge freezer, it can't power that, and there are drawbacks with it. Unless you're going to cover the whole bloody land with solar panels and whatever, it's not viable. Honestly, it's not. So a solar panel, if it's a bright day, they charge up very well, but the Achilles heels with solar panels is the batteries. The battery storage, you've got to have a lot of it, a lot of sunshine and things like that to store enough to keep your power on all through the night. I've got 1200 watts of power on my 24 volts, and I've got 500 watts of power on my 12 volts. So I use my 12 volts to power the computer for my entertainment, but that doesn't last all night. Not by a long shot. My 24 volts, I run my mains lighting out of it. It is LED lightings and things like that, and that doesn't last all night, not at all. But obviously I need it in the daytime as well, because it's pretty dark in the rooms. The light, so I do need lighting in the rooms and things like that. So there's the Achilles heel. I'm going to have to get some better battery power for it, because I only run on car batteries at the moment, because that's all I can afford to do. So in the new year, I'm going to invest in bigger batteries, deeper cycle or something like that, something that can store more constant power. My 12 volt batteries, which I use for the 24 volts, there's 6 of them, and they got more storage power than the ones I use for my 12 volt system. So I'll be transferring them over, and well, whatever I can do. I do have outside solar light, which is great, but it doesn't do the inside house. Now, with this net zero thing, all this greeny rubbish that's going about, they're wanting to stop us using wood. I can see their point, but look at my point of view. Where do I get my power from? The power's down, obviously. It's gone. I've got bottled gas, which I use for my for my cooking, but it doesn't bake with it. I need the mains power to bake with it. And my house, although I do have electrical fan heaters, as they want, you know, on the walls and that, they need to draw power from somewhere. If the grid's down, your Cooper's ducks, it's done. So they're not viable. I mean, I don't have air conditioning, which air conditioners have the same problem. So I'm reliant upon my wood burner. My wood burner has 2 things: it'll heat the whole house through, and I can also do an amount of cooking on it if I wish. So I'm not going to change from the wood burner just because these idiots in the greenies and things like that want me to change that. No, I'm not. And I suspect a good deal of people have learnt that lesson this time round. I mean, I've got some friends that's on all electric and they're buggered. I have, as a prepper, solar chargeable lamps, but I also have candles. Candles are a godsend, and so as many candles as you can store them. That's what I've done. And because of the power from a solar panel not lasting 24/7 as such, there's always a limit about power with this green energy. It means that I do go to bed far earlier than what I normally do and spend a lot more time in bed until I get up in the morning and able to use the natural light that's about. So green energy, in my opinion, although it's nice, it's good to have, it's not viable for a modern society. Simple as that. Unless you cover the whole of the land in solar panels or batteries as big as Manhattan. No, it's not going to be. It's not viable. You found that out with the electric cars. So take this rationality of the green energy and rethink it. The cat's been a nuisance. Cats are good. They catch mice. Cats are good to do. Dogs eat a lot of money, eat a lot of food, eat a lot of... And there's the other thing is, storing food. I store food. I've got my freezers in there. I've got my chest freezers outside, and that's been out for the past 4 days. I haven't opened it up because obviously I'm trying to keep the air is frozen inside. I have a stack freezer down in the cellar, and that does run off the solar. So when the solar's charged and that, I've got it all up, that tops it up for the day. So that's fine. But as I say, my refrigerators, no, you forget it. Completely forget it. There's only so much you can run off solar, and your main priority with solar is your household lighting, and in my opinion, your communications. I mean, guys, charge my mobile phone up off myself. But there again, there was another problem, is with the lines being down and things like that, the power system, the connections for my internet on my phone was out. So I didn't have any communication there, did I? I couldn't use my phone to call out. So I was reliant upon having my entertainment in-house. I have got a tower system, but I suspect the monitor for the tower system draws too much power, so I'm going to get a laptop, something like that. I did have a little palm top thing, but to be honest, it didn't last very long. In my opinion, it was just bloody rubbish. So I might see if I can get a better one. I don't know. I'll have a look around for it this time round and see what I can do. Anyway, that's my little moan for the day about net zero, and it's just not viable for a modern society. I used to be onto nuclear, but I can see that nuclear power is probably going to be the best option up to now, unless we can find some other technology that's viable. So, pensioner prepper, moan for the day, keeping myself warm, fed. I had a nice curry yesterday, which I made up there. That was nice. Still keeping fat and that. But the chickens are still laying eggs. So, I'm eating well. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.